A wild night leaves Kevin and Heston in a spot of bother the morning after, in Doctors in just half an hour here on RTE1. But now, Chris is struggling to keep a secret in Shortland Street.
Jonathan has been in a car crash.
If you need me for anything, just tell me.
Chris! I love you.
Are you sure you're upset?
I love you. It's only ever been you.
So they didn't go through with it in the end?
How should I know?
Libby bolting from the registry office should have been a clue.
I wasn't even there. Tanya uninvited me. After all I did to try and help out.
You mean after all you did to buy her off?
Not my fault she didn't succumb to my usual methods. I did actually try this time, you know.
Fate's a funny thing. If it's meant to be, you can't fight it. If not, same deal.
Since when were you so philosophical?
Well, some days everything just makes more sense. Today was one of those days. Drink? I feel like one.
What makes me think this is more a celebration than commiseration?
You can think what you like. I'm just offering.
No, you've got that look. Like you've lined up a next conquest. You're so predictable.
Would you like a drink or not?
Yes, but I'll go elsewhere. I don't think I could stomach your smug face right about now.
And so we find ourselves embarking on new journeys. Libby and Gerald in their new life together, Mum off on her South American odyssey.
Me, here alone, with no love and no family.
Hello, what about us?
Ahem. This is a toast.
Oh, Isaac, come join us for a drink.
No, thank you.
I hope we can still drink at the same bar.
As long as I don't buy you champagne, is that it?
I'm really sorry about this morning. I should never have spoken to you like that.
Oh, an apology. Who would have thought? It's not like you need to keep me on side anymore. I did my job, kept his seat warm.
I beg your pardon?
The guy you've had your eye on this whole time? TK.
I have no idea why you'd think that.
Because he was the guy you kissed before you left, wasn't he?
Does it really matter right now, Isaac?
Guess that's my answer. Good of you to humour me, though. Real decent.
I'm not stealing anything, if that's what you're worried about.
It's not personal, Gerald. Simply following company protocol. Not that. It's company property.
It's my diary.
It's yours if you bought it yourself. It's not if you bought it with hospital funds. I'll also need your keys, security cards, and passwords.
Where exactly would you like them?
It's only fair to warn you that any acts of aggression or revenge over your dismissal will be viewed as...
I wasn't dismissed. I quit. A job I loved and was extremely good at, for your information.
Ah, here he is, the married man. Congratulations, Gerald. Did you get the gift from Rachel and me?
Oh, we did. It was very generous, thank you.
I didn't see things ending this way, Gerald.
Well, were the circumstances different, I hope you understand I would have worked out my notice period.
Oh, of course. We wish you and Libby well. I hope we've planned a decent farewell.
There was a card in circulation, I believe.
And? Oh, we can do better than that. Gerald's been with us for years. He's a highly valued member of staff. I, for one, will be very sorry to see him go. So, lunch in-house, send out a memo inviting all the right people.
Of course, I'll get someone onto it.
No, surely you can find the time to oversee it yourself. This is very important. Sit down, Gerald, and tell him exactly what you want. Go to town.
Let's start with the canapes, shall we?
So, how was it?
The wedding? Crazy, stressful, shambolic. Mostly, though, it was happy, cute, and a lot of fun.
I think in some deeply bizarre way, Libby's actually found the man of her dreams. And they do get each other, that's for sure.
And they love each other.
In a very deeply bizarre, but very sincere way.
You may want to rejig the rosters.
Oh, really? What have I missed?
Tanya and I are no longer together. I think we'd both appreciate some distance.
Oh, actually, I'm fine with them as they stand.
Good. Personal relationships have no place in the operating room, as I believe you pointed out the other day when you requested a more competent scrub nurse such as Tanya.
I just didn't want her to feel uncomfortable, that's all.
Well, we're all that else. I'm sure we can make it work.
Speaking of, we have a trolley to restock.
Apparently this is urgent.
It is, but I'm not sure you're going to like what I have to say. I need you to get on board with this marketing campaign. It's to entice GPs to support the private service.
Of course.
Good. Well, I appreciate it. Now, it's all on here, the whole campaign, so take a look, digest it, and we'll regroup later today. Chris. You don't have to tell me how busy you are right now. With Rachel gone, I'm busy myself. But I could really use your input.
Have you heard from her? Rachel, I mean?
Her plane should be landing soon. Dreadful business, Rachel and her brother. She never talks about him. How come they've been estranged for so long?
The McKennas always preferred to follow their own paths. It doesn't stop them from loving each other, though. Jonathan's the only family she has.
Oh, and me, of course. Poor thing having to do this by herself. I just wish I could be of more use.
This needs to go on a 1 hour.
I'll bring the courier company right away.
I've been meaning to mention the marvellous job on that spreadsheet. You corrected Gerald's mistakes and you made it easier to read. Callum was extremely impressed.
Oh, that's so cool. The IT guys will be pleased here too. I had to wait for ages to help me.
Oh, but you did it. You went the extra mile. That kind of thing gets noticed around here. Take my advice. The more effort you put in, the sooner you'll be climbing the ladder.
Me?
You have an awful lot of potential. I could help you if you like. Give you the odd extra task to extend your skills.
You'd do that for me.
Let's start with event management. I'd like you to organise a luncheon to farewell Gerald. Invite the appropriate staff, reserve an area within the hospital, and organise the catering. Here are Gerald's menu requests, and you have approximately 4 hours.
Oh, this is just like The Apprentice.
It certainly is. And the better you do, the more challenges you receive.
Scotty and Tracy sit a day here?
Not that I've heard.
You could always tell those two would make a great couple. Tracy's so honest and loyal. There aren't many women like her around. I know. I've looked. Give forceps. It's an artery clamp. Concentrate.
Sorry.
Still, it's a woman's prerogative to change her mind, isn't it? Maybe Scotty should tie Tracy down. 1 minute you think things are going well, the next minute you realise they never have been. Damn it. Pest blood vessel. Swabs.
Perhaps we all need to concentrate a bit harder.
Yeah, impossible with a scrub nurse who can't perform basic tasks.
Why don't you just stop having all these digs and just get it out of your system?
There's no place in the operating room for personal relationships, Tanya. Do your job properly so I can do mine, and then we can get on top of this bleed. 3-0 suture.
That was horrible.
Do you want me to have a word with them?
No, it'll just make things worse.
5 calls I've missed from her today. Hey, Belinda. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Deep breaths. What's going on?
Scotty, you have to put me and Isaac in different theatres.
That didn't last long.
I have just endured 2 hours of snide remarks, bullying, and totally unwarranted criticism. And then he stuffed up because he wasn't concentrating and blamed me.
I don't want to get involved in one of your domestics, Tanya.
More than that. I just failed to pass him the right instrument accidentally, and he went on about it.
Mistakes. This is why I originally suggested different theatres. I wondered whether the breakup was too recent. And when you consider Tanya hasn't been in an operating theatre for months, it's no wonder. I'm sure you feel more confident next time.
You're unbelievable.
Just leave it at home, guys.
And try to calm down before the next surgery.
I've gone over the CD. There's some nice work, focused, intelligent, not too wordy.
But
some areas are in need of improvement. Fee structures, for starters. It's a bit airy-fairy for my liking.
excellent. That's just the sort of insight I was after, Chris.
I hope you don't mind, but I've brought Jennifer in to help. She's fresh from the private sector, so she'll have an even clearer perspective.
3 heads are better than 2.
Absolutely. I apologise. I didn't know your contract had been finalised.
Oh, I signed off this morning. Jennifer's with us for the next couple of months. We were lucky to get her.
Goodness, you have me blushing in a minute.
I'm sure Chris has filled you in about the new hospital restructure. Not too daunting, I hope?
Not at all. I'm looking forward to working with everyone. Chris has been extremely sweet and patient.
I'm sure he has.
Let's press on, shall we?
Leo's asked me to organise Gerald's farewell lunch, so I can't do your thing till Monday.
You'll have to make time. These need to go out today.
Everything all right?
It will be if Bella dispatches my mail like I've asked.
It's okay, I'm on it. But I just need to finish this stuff first.
You're busy. I'll do it.
The lunch?
You've already started on that. I'll stuff the envelopes.
You, the boss, are going to stop pouring envelopes while I do the growing-up work?
We're a team, Bella. That means supporting each other. I'm giving you an opportunity to prove yourself. I'll expect nothing less than perfection where today's lunch is concerned.
Absolutely. I won't let you down.
Check out this monster. These things are getting bigger every day. I split it.
Are you sure?
We need to save room for Gerald's send-off.
Oh, right. Goodbye as he sails off on his great adventure. With Libby, Mum's going to Peru. Everyone's having fun but me.
Looks like that scone's not having fun either. Does this have something to do with your breakup with Isaac?
Wow, hot gossip, huh? He's just sulking, but it's nothing I can't handle.
Are you sure?
Stop being so kind. I'm the one destroying your snack.
It's fine.
And things are going to be with Isaac too. He just wasn't the right one for me.
In time, he'll get over it. Maybe you two can even be friends.
Ha!
Why not? It happens. Look at me and Sarah.
So it's not hard seeing her with someone else anymore?
Well, it's not so bad. Truthfully, I'm glad to see her happy. Turns out she wasn't the right person for me either.
Oh, look at us. A couple of like-minded singles. Whatever are we going to do with ourselves?
Live it up, I guess. Footloose and fancy-free, huh?
What did Scotty say?
That leave is to be requested at least a week in advance, not a day. And as a senior staff member, I should know that. And how's he supposed to find cover for me at such short notice?
Well, that's his problem. It's not like it's a holiday, it's exceptional circumstances.
Which is why, after he puffed and blew my head off, he approved the leave.
Have you told Belinda yet? How's she holding out?
So far, so good. Much better than I would be in this situation.
Well, if you were days off delivering a baby and your husband walked out on you, I think we'd be having a different talk right about now.
So you don't mind me taking off like this?
Of course not. Go, be supportive.
It's just one thing, Tanya.
As long as I get home in time to hide the Alanis Morissette CDs, we'll be fine.
Can you keep an eye on her? She's feeling bad enough with Mum and Libby leaving, and now I am.
She'll understand, and I'll be the best distractor ever. And hide it. Promise.
Warner,
It's me.
are you okay? Is Jonathan okay?
He's unconscious, but the doctors say that he's stable. They'll be able to wake him up soon.
Are you confident with the team? Do you want me to check in with them?
No, I just want you to talk to me. Tell me that what we're doing is right and that everything's going to be okay.
I have no doubts, none at all. It's always been you.
I feel the same.
I have to go, but I'll call you soon. I'm with you, okay? We're good.
You're a dark horse, aren't you? You're right. It's none of my business. Come on, or we'll miss the speeches.
I'll never forget when he first arrived. I had no idea what had hit me. He was this uber-tidy, uber-efficient creature who had all these new ideas, and I thought, hello, they'll be putting me out to pasture any second now.
They wouldn't dare.
But very soon, it became clear that we would be the best of friends. Gerald has been my rock. And now I get to have him as a son-in-law too. Gerald and Libby, we wish you the very best.
Oh, thank you, Yvonne. Oh, you've already heard me go on, so for goodness sake, eat some of this lovely food.
Enjoy. You're worth it.
Isaac, I know there might be some hard feelings between us at the moment.
Yeah, that's where you're wrong. There aren't any feelings at all.
We still have to work together, and the least we can do is try and get on.
Because heaven forbid Tony's left all alone with no one to play with.
I give up.
It seems you haven't inherited your cousin's luck with the ladies. Chris and Jennifer Mason getting very serious by the look of things.
Already?
Don't get me started with the lovey-dovey phone calls.
Well, he was grinning like an idiot last night, so I suppose it's possible.
Thank you for organising the lunch. Credit where credit's due. And with that, an official heads up. Beware of Leo, Grand Master of delegating and then taking all the glory.
Oh, he's been so good to me. Like this morning, Scotty wanted me to do a mail out, but I was busy organising this, so Leo did it himself.
Envelope stuffing versus last-minute lunch for 50. I know which is easier. He's a snake, Bella, and snakes prey on nice people. And just watch your back, okay?
Oh, I haven't missed Gerald's lunch, have I?
No. Just I'll be going.
And you're sitting here all alone because...
Isaac is going out of his way to make things awkward for me. And I choose to rise above it.
What's he doing?
Oh, it doesn't matter. He's just a surgeon scorned. He guessed about TK.
I thought that was all over with.
Oh, turns out it is.
Has there been some new development?
No development whatsoever. I thought we were getting somewhere for a minute, but then he comes out with how great it is to be single.
And did you ever consider he just might be right?
What?
You are never single, Towns. When do you have you time?
I had plenty months of me time overseas.
Yeah, and then you came straight back and hurtled into a relationship with Isaac.
Oh, it was hardly a relationship. Should never have gone back then.
Yeah, but you did. Towns, you are young, single, and successful. How about you just take some time to enjoy that? And then everything else will fall into place like it did with me and Scotty.
Oh, you happy people make me sick.
Come on, let's go get you some cake. And if Isaac is mean to you, I will make him cry like a little girl.
You'll need to keep an eye on them. Don't let them cut corners or take off with the leftover food.
Corners and leftovers, right.
Leo, congratulations are definitely in order. You pulled that off beautifully. The food was superb.
Well, as you very astutely pointed out, it was a special occasion. Gerald will be missed.
Yes, he casts a large shadow, all right. But fear not, your star is very much in the ascendancy.
Coming from someone of your standing, that means a great deal.
Good. Oh, and while I remember, the GP marketing strategy, any chance we can put that into a slideshow presentation?
Of course. Leave it with me.
Good.
They're putting all the food in boxes, then what should we do with it?
Leave that for a minute. There's something I'd like to talk about. I wanted to tell you how impressed I am with your very good work today.
Really?
As I've said before, you have a lot of promise. Too much promise to be wasted behind the reception desk. How would you like to step up to the PA position?
But I've only just started as receptionist. Isn't a PA job for people who are really, really good and experienced?
You do have a lot to learn, but with a little application and a lot of direction, I think we could have you up to speed in no time. If you're willing to work really hard, I could arrange for you to start as Callum's PA on Monday.
PA for the big boss?
Well, it'll be hard work, but I think you're up to it.
Can I ring my mum and tell her? She'll totally pee her pants. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean... Oh!
You okay? Yeah. No, I'll be fine. Hey, after you drop these guys off, do you maybe want to do a girly night in?
Look, I know my timing sucks, but I'm actually leaving town for a few weeks.
What?
That call I got from Belinda, she's in a bit of a crisis. But it's only whanga day, and I'll be back in no time, I promise.
What about JJ? I mean, I can look after him.
I think you've got enough on your plate without that little terror, don't you? Nicole's here. You two have a girly night. Get up to mischief.
Goodness. It hardly seems real.
Promise you won't forget me?
Oh, hardly. There's going to be a spare room stateside whenever you need it.
And shops I guarantee you'll die for.
Well, don't go spending all your money before I visit on my way back from Peru. I'm looking forward to shopping as well.
Me too. Once I make some room on my credit card.
Come visit again soon.
Oh, I will.
That traffic's going to be heavy. We better get on our way.
Travel safely.
Bye. Bye.
hard, isn't it?
Just a little bit. But hey.
Got a minute?
Sure, come in. How's it all going?
Mostly well. I have my very first case list, and with you being boss and all, I thought it was good manners. Touch base, make sure you're happy with my allocation.
I'm happy if you're happy.
Actually, and I don't want to be sticking my neck out here, but there were a couple of special interest cases I was hoping you'd let me scrub in on.
Which ones?
The restoration of hand function, elbow flexion and shoulder rotation, and the obstetric brachial plexus injury.
It's a few weeks away.
The very same week as the tissue expansion and skin flap surgery to relieve scar tissue on the burns patient.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I don't want to railroad you. It's just a diet of nips and tucks has made me hungry for more worthy procedures. Starving would be a better word.
Then why don't you take them solo?
I'm very much the new girl here. You should probably work alongside me a little first.
I'm sure you could handle them easily. Or am I wrong?
Not at all. Thank you.
Thank you. Edward, Chris Warner. Flights to France. What can you do for me?
Wow. You must have done a big number on Scotty. I've been taken out of theatre completely and shoved on the ward.
Did a big number on Scotty to get you the job in the first place. It's not my fault your skills are slipping. Perhaps you'd feel more comfortable down in ED with TK.
Why are you being like this? You're acting like a spoiled teenager, Isaac. We tried, but it didn't work out.
Well, you got what you wanted out of it, so I guess it's all that matters.
You know what? I'm not going to take this anymore.
Why did you even bother coming back? To taunt me, was that it? Go back to Australia. No one wants you here. Your family sure as hell don't care if you're around, do they?
You know what, Isaac? I'm not going anywhere because if me being around makes you unhappy, that suits me just fine. Make me suffer, and I'll give you twice as much in return. Just you wait.
Denny manipulates the situation to get more time alone with Casey, and Kyle tells a few fibs in a bid to secure a new residence in Home and Away at 1:30. Stay with us now, though, for Doctors next.